customers and vendors master data. So this is only applicable for customers and vendor masters only, the terms of payments, and assigned to customers, customer master data, and assigned them in master data in customer and vendor master data. Then while posting, okay, so the important thing is that, okay, the payment terms are created to calculate net due date. We need to understand the next one is that the payment terms are used to calculate net due date. This is a important. Okay, so what is meant by net due date and all we will discuss. Net due date. Then next we'll see that one. Okay, identify the payment due date. Okay, and also to identify can be used for identify payment due date. We have already mentioned. I have already mentioned in the first line. Payment due date. Then calculation of cash discounts, and the purpose of this one calculation of cash discounts. Then reminders to the customers, vendors. Reminders to customers and vendors on their outstanding line items. Okay, so now the purpose of this one, the purpose of the terms of payments. Okay, to identify the first one is that the terms of payments are can be used for to calculate the net due date. Then identify the, okay, the next one is that to identify the terms of payment. Identify the, okay, payment due dates. Payments due dates. Then to calculate the cash discounts. Okay, first we need to understand, okay, what is the baseline, due date. What is the baseline date in SAP? Okay, there is a concept when we have posted a documents. There is a one important field which is there. It's the baseline date. Okay, we need to understand that one. What is meant by the baseline date? Okay, fine. So first we will discuss about baseline date. What is meant by the baseline date? Okay, because baseline date is the date where we can use to calculate the due date. Okay, so baseline date. Baseline date is a date. Okay, remember this is the interview point of view. This is the important one. Even there could be a chances. What is mean by the, okay, in this was the interview question. Just remember, just for your information. Okay, so then baseline date is a day. and it is the date from it is based on date is the date from which the payment which the payment terms are which payment terms are determined baseline date can be sorry, baseline date is the date from which the payment terms are determined. Baseline date can be posting date. Okay, can be your posting date or it's a document date. Okay, so then the baseline date, what is meant by the baseline date? Okay, so the baseline date can be the baseline date from which the payment terms are determined, and also the baseline date can be your posting date or it's a document date. Okay, so now when we are going to enter the terms of payment, what will happen? It should be always most of the cases it should be a document date only. But while creation of terms of payment, there are around four options are there. Okay, we will see that one. Okay, document date, posting date, or entry date. Okay, which one is feasible for you? Okay, we can select that one. But most of the cases it will be the document date only, because from document date onwards only the system need to calculate the baseline date. Then okay, then document, what is mean by the document or posting date? Posting date. Okay, so document date or posting date is equal to, okay, baseline date baseline date is equal to your due date. Okay, due date is nothing but when you are making the payment. Okay, we will see that one by one. Okay, now let us take the one small example, then we will discuss about it. Now, now we are dealing with X vendor about purchases. Then what will happen in this situation? The vendor, okay, as per the terms of conditions, we have to make payment. We have to make a payment to vendor, payment to as vendor to vendor as follow. Then condition number one, what the vendor has given, the option number one, make payment once the goods delivery will happen. Once the goods delivery, make the payment with the below conditions. He has given some options. Okay, remember. Then if remember, the conditions are important here. If these conditions will satisfy, then we are eligible for the discount also. Okay, if we make the payment, if we make the payment within 15 days, within 15 days of delivery of goods delivery, we will get 5% discount. Condition number two. Condition number it here. So now this is the condition number A. Then condition number B, what he mentioned that then the condition number B also, if we make the payment within 30 days, so 15 to 16 to 30, 16 to 30 days, we will get the discount as a 3%. Okay, here I'll put it here is the 0 to 15 days, just for our understanding, 0 to 15 days. Then the third condition, what he mentioned that if we make the payment 1732, because already we have given 30 to 45 days. 45 days, we will not get any discount. Simple thing, we are not eligible for. We are not eligible for discount. If this is the situation, okay, now let us think about a small thing here. We have changed, our organization has purchased 10 lakhs rupees. Then the vendor has requested that if we are going to make the payment, the total 10 lakh rupees amount, the date of purchase, today if we purchase is the 3rd of June. From today onwards, I mean before 18th of June, if we make the payment, we will get the 5% discount. The vendor is going to offer 5% discount. If we will make the payment within 30 days of the period, then we will get 3% discount. You can see when the days are increasing, the percentage of the offering discount, it is reducing. Then if we make the payment from after 30 days, okay, the simple logic here is that we will not need discount, even does not require this one also. Okay, so now 30 days, 31 days, simple 31 days of goods delivered, we are not eligible for discount. Like this, if there are specific requirements for your organization in the real time, you must have to define n number of terms of payments. Okay, so as I mentioned, the terms of payments are two types. This is the scenario where we have discussed, it's a normal terms of payment. Normal terms of payment in the sense straightforward 0 to 15 days, 16 to 30 days, then after 31 days we will not get. But now this is the normal terms of payment. This is the normal terms of payment. Okay, then normal terms of payment, this one. Then okay. So now there is a one more term is there, one more payment term it is there. That is the installment terms of payment. Okay, what exactly the installment terms of payment? We'll see that one. Okay, then we will take the same example. I'll take the same example, but the conditions will be different. Simple thing for now, once the goods are delivery, okay, then let us assume if we make the payment, okay, the conditions completely it will be different. Okay, we'll see that one. If we make the payment, okay, once the goods delivery, I'll put it like this. Once the goods delivery, if we make the payment 30%, 30%. Okay, 30% of amount, 30% of amount within 15 days. Within 15 days, we will get 5%. So now here you can see here 5% of discount. Here you can observe this is the normal terms of payment. Here the vendor is given, we must have to make payment percentage of the amount. Let's assume we have purchased from vendor is a 10 lakhs rupees. From that 10 lakhs rupees, we have to make the payment 30% of the amount from the 10 lakhs within 15 days. Then we will get the 5% of the discount. Then the second thing is that in case, then once the goods are delivery, if we make the payment, I'll put it here, then straightforward again the rest 40%, 40% of the amount within 30 days straightforward. Okay, 30 days we will get the discount is a 3%. Then the rest amount, okay, once the goods delivery, if we make the payment, the rest 30%, the rest 30% of the amount within 30 days, we will not get any discount or we'll get the 1% discount. If we will not make the payment, okay, during as per these conditions, then we may not eligible for the discount, then we will not get any discount. This is not the normal terms of payment. This is the installment terms of payment. So you can see here 30%, 40%, 30%. The total will be 100% here. Okay, then here total amount, the vendor is offering discount in the normal terms of payment. Entire amount, if you make the payment, then you are eligible to 5% discount. But here not like that. In the installment terms of payment, the vendor is offering that as within 15 days you make 30%. Then within 30 days you can make the 40%. Then I'll put it the last condition 45%. 30%, then I'll put it here is the 45 days. Okay, so now within 45 days, if you make the payment, okay, you will not get any discount. 0%, I'll put it here because 0% of the discount. So you will not get any discount. Like this, the discount may apply, may not apply for the installment terms of payment. Otherwise, straightforward, okay, we must have to make payment 30% within 15 days of the delivery. Okay, then within 30 days, you have to make the payment 40%. Okay, like that also there could be a chances. But now we need to understand the difference between normal terms of payment and installment terms of payment. Now, this is the difference between. Now move on to this one. The baseline date. Okay, baseline date is the date from which the payment terms are determined. Okay, baseline date can be your posting date or document date. We need to understand a bit more here. Then what is the baseline date? I will show you in the system. Let me open the system. Our system is going to calculate because we have already entered few invoices we have already posted. And remember, let me start this one. I just mentioned here is the example only for the vendor perspective. The same logic is applicable for the customers also. The terms of payment while creation of terms of terms of payment, there is an option. There is an option to select if the payment term is applicable only for vendor or customer, or it should be for both. Okay, so both in the sense vendor and customer while creation of the terms of payment itself. If this is the rule what I am defining for customer, I mean vendor, let us assume, which I want to follow the same condition, that same terms of payment for customers also. Then there is an option. You can, if you select that option, both options, vendors and customers, then the terms of payment will be applicable for your customers and vendors. Then the important thing here is that the terms of payments are created at client level. So that we can use them. Okay. We can use them n number of company codes. Okay. So the client level in the sense there are no restrictions. Okay. So now if I create one payment term, then that can be used for n number of company codes. Okay. So the basically we are not creating the payment terms are at company code specific. Okay, you can use a number of company codes. There are no restrictions for that one. Then let's say we open into the system. So now let me go to FBL1N because we have posted few documents. Let me display here. Okay. Open items. Let me select the cleared items. Now I'll display the document. You can see here, this is what I'm talking about, the baseline data. How the baseline data has been arrived here. If you see here in the document header, this is the vendor invoice document what we have posted. See now the payment term what I have given here is a 0001 I have given. But how the baseline date is arrived here? See now it is the baseline date is document date or it should be a posting data. I have already mentioned these two things, okay, in the explanation. But now the most of the cases, the baseline date will be a document date only. How system should know this baseline date is a document date? Let me show you that one. Then this is the payment on what we have specified. Then if I go inside of this one, you can see here, okay, posting date. They have selected by default posting date. Okay, so now the posting date also here is the, okay, 30th of May. So that is the reason the system has updated the baseline date as the same posting date here. Okay, if let us assume my posting date is a different, my document date is a different. If that is the situation, where I need to select is it should be a document date. Then that it will be reflect here. The baseline date is my document date only. Okay. Now how the baseline date will be used. This is the date can be used to start your payment due date calculation. Okay, now let us try to post any one document. I will give you some example here. /n f-43 will take the I'll give the document date. Okay, 01/05/2023. Let's see here just for example only, for understanding only. Vendor. Now you can see here how system should know this payment term is applicable for this vendor. How system should know. Then this is the important thing. Payment term determination while posting a document. Then number one, if remember the conditions are important. If the terms of payment already, if the terms of payment assigned into vendor master data, the system will derive from master data. I'll put it here, not only for vendor, it's applicable for customer also. Then the second thing is that even while posting a document, even the terms of payment determine from master data. We can able to change it at the time of, remember, at the time of document posting. So here what I am trying to say, the point number 2. See, if you have maintained this in the master data, then system, let us see this one. System is deriving from the master data. Now let us assume, let us go here. You can see here, this is the terms of payment which we have assigned in the master data. From here, it is determining by default. That is what the point number 1 it is talking about. If the terms of payment assigned into vendor or customer master data, the system will derive from master data. Point number 1. Point number 2, while posting a document, even the terms of payment determined from the master data, we can able to change it at the time of document posting. Now I do not want to use this terms of payment. I want to use this payment term. Then there is an option you can do changes at the time of document posting. Then the third one would be let me see now. The terms of payment has been changed here. How system should know 3rd of June. How system should know this one? Because in the terms of payment, what we have given, posting date, even system is not considering the either document date, either posting date. Here the baseline date it is updating 30th 6. How system should know? Because in the terms of payment, the option default baseline date calculation from the posting date onwards. Okay, now let me put it is the document date, this one. Let's see what it will happen. Now let's see. Inlet. Let's see here. The second line item. Let me move on. There are no future line. Okay. Okay, because we have done in between the transaction, right? Let me give here is the okay. I'll give both the date will be differ. Okay, document date and posting date, both the date I'll give as a differ. But let's see which one is the system will. Give this one. Now you can see here the baseline date is the 1/5/2023. From where it is deriving, now you can see the terms of payment check and it has been updated. But let's see that one. There is a third condition. It is there. Enter document and simulate it. Remember, document date is the first of. Okay, first let me post this one. This is the document what we have posted. Let me display here. Now, see here, you can understand here. The document date is the 1st of May. Then the posting date is the 30th of May. Even though the system has considered the baseline date is the document date only. Okay, so from where this system is determining the baseline date, the baseline date is the calculation and it is deriving from your terms of payment. Okay, then the third condition, because why I have posted the document here, the condition number 3, I want to show you. See, let us assume after posting a document, the system will allow us to change the terms of payment. The condition, the point number 3, what I have mentioned here. Let us assume we have posted is a wrong, we have selected is a wrong terms of payment. Then let me change this one. See now, even though after posting a document, there is an option. You can select which one you want from the drop down list. Enter, save it. See now, even though the system will allow us to change after posting the document. That is what I have mentioned here. Okay, the payment term determined while posting a document, there is a feasibility. Okay, now the creation of the, now let's see that creation of terms of payments. Then there are 2 transaction codes are there. If I want to create terms of payment, normal to create normal terms of payment, the transaction code would be a OBB8. Then for installment, to create installment terms of payment, OBB9 is the transaction code. And remember, the important thing here is that note. This is the important what you need to say in the during the interview. The interviewer will ask like this: what is the difference between normal terms of payment and installment payment terms? Okay, so the difference between normal and installment terms of payment would be, there will there is a parent and child relation between normal and installment payment terms. So there will be a child and parent relationship will be there. Okay, so now the parent and child relationship, when I say, first you need to create the payment term as a normal payment term. If you want to convert that payment term into installment payment term, then once the payment term will be created as a normal payment term, then you can create the installment payment term. Then you can convert that one into, but there is a small checkbox it is there. If you select that checkbox, then the payment term is applicable for a installment terms of payment. Okay, then we'll see. We'll create one new payment term in the system. Then we'll see. OBB8, the transaction code. Okay, I only locked here. Let's go here. Okay. So now this is the terms of payment, normal terms of payment. Okay, then let us see what it is there. ZR05. Let us create the new ZR06. Then here you can give the description, whatever you want. This is your own description. Terms of payment of Z0 SG. I'll give for identification purpose like this. I'll give here. Then or else terms of payment 01 to 45 days. This then baseline date calculation. Here you can see here. Okay, first we'll see here account type, the day limit. Okay, if there is a particular day limit, okay, then you can specify from the baseline date onwards within 10 days. If you want to calculate, you can specify the day limit here. Then account type, as I mentioned, whether it should be applicable for your customer or vendor. This payment term can be used for, if you selected these two options, it can be used applicable for vendors and customers. If you select only for vendors, then it can be used only for vendor. It will not use for your customers. Okay, let me select for both options. Baseline date calculation. Some people or some organizations will have a requirement like this. Every month end, I want to calculate the due date. So here the fixed day would be, I'll keep it as a, okay, 30th of every month, 30th of last day. This is the date of month last date, so that I want to calculate the due date. Like this also we can put it. Or if there are any additional months, okay, so now the line item will be, okay, immediate due. Then after that, it may be after again the additional months to be required to, in order to do that line item. If that is the case, then you can select the options here. Then payment here, payment block. So now if you want to immediately, as soon as when I'm going to use this terms of payment, if system would like to block payment term, I mean block the invoice. Okay, if I select here blocking key, blocking indicator, the system, it will block automatically. Okay, how it will be used? Okay, let me select any one of this one. A, okay, just block for the payment, then select this one. Okay, so payment method. The moment when I used this payment term, the system will use only for the check payment method. Other than that, the system does not use for that particular line item. If that is the case, then even there is a feasibility, we can specify or we can select payment method also here. Okay, so now if there is any requirement, you can select that one. Then default baseline date, from which date onwards the system need to calculate. As I mentioned, either it should be a posting date or document date or entry date. No default. Okay, so now most of the cases, it should be a document date only. Okay, because in the beginning days I have explained about the difference between document date and a posting date. Okay, if you select the posting date, what will happen? If you select the document date, what will happen? We have already discussed in detail. Okay, so there is a difference. There is a lot of difference between document date and posting date. Okay, so now then coming to the percentage point of view here. The condition what I have mentioned here, the first condition, if we make the payment 0 to 15 days, we are eligible to get the discount for 5% of the discount. Then let me put it here is the 5%, 15 days. Then the next one is that if we make the payment within 30 days of the time, then we are eligible to get the 3% of the discount. Then 5%, that 3% of the discount, I will put it here is the 30 days. Then after 45 days, there will not have any discount. As I mentioned, if these terms of payment we want to consider as an installment payment, or you can see here there is an option. If you select this checkbox, then this will be become is a your installment payment term. That is the reason I mentioned there will be a parent and child relationship. The parent is your normal terms of payment. The moment when you are creating, we must have to select this option if it is a installment payment term. Now let me save this one. See, JR06, what we have created the payment. Let us post the invoice /n. Okay, first, what I can do, I will do the changes in the master data FK02. See now, what we have created is a ZB06, sorry, JR06 I have created. I'm just changing here in the master data. Let me save this one. /n. Let me post the vendor invoice. Okay, the same I will give. Both will be differ. Okay. See now period 6 is adjusted. See now ZR6 has been determined here. Now, okay, select here like now. You can see here the moment when system has determined ZR06, 15 days, 5% of discount, 30 days, 3% of discount, 45 days, there is no discount. But you can understand here baseline date. What is my baseline date? Is the starting date, okay, for due date calculation. How it has been determined by the baseline date I have entered is a document date is a 1st May, then posting date is a 30th of May. Based on that configuration, based on this selection, the system has determined this one. Then the next one is that payment blocking indicator. From where it is determined, you can see here, the moment when I am using this terms of payment, I'm instructing to the system block the payment term immediately. Okay, block the with the blocking indicator A. Then this is what about that one. Even if you want, you can do the changes also here. You can change the terms of payment. You can remove this blocking indicator while posting. Vendor invoice posting. Enter. Simulate it. Then let me post this one. Now we have posted a document 19003. Let me display the document first. See now, this is the date, baseline date. Okay, remember 1st of May, the baseline date. Now let us try to make the payment to the vendor. /n F-53. Let us try to make the payment today only. Let's see how much percentage system will calculate. Just for our understanding only. Amount I'll put it is a 5 lakhs. 1 rupee. Then later on we can adjust. Then let's see. I do not want to go with this one. Then this is the line item what I want to. Items were not active due to payment block. You can see here what system is telling here. Items were not active due to payment block. What we have done during the invoice posting, I just given instruction to block this payment. So that is the reason this line item is not eligible for the payment. Because of XYZ reason, I have blocked this payment, this document. Now I will do the changes here. I will remove this terms of the blocking indicator. I'll save it. Now let me still, because we have done in between the action /n -53. Now the let's see here whether the system will accept or not. Now see, now both the line items are in green state. Okay, now I do not want. Then okay, still for the cash discount, there is a one. Okay, for cash discount, if I want to post the cash discount, here we are getting the, we are eligible. Okay, whether we are eligible or not, that is a secondary. But now here I want to post the cash discount is a sub cash discount amount into separate GL account. Okay, then if we want to post, the cash discount into separate GL account, we have to do how to do the below configuration. What we need to do, we must have to, the cash discount received is a revenue. cash discount received is a revenue account is a revenue. Okay, so that what we need to do, we have to create a separate GL account. Okay, for that one, then we need to assign this one for automatic postings. Okay, but let's see that one. Let me create one separate GL account for that one. Vendor invoice, we have already posted /n FS00. Let me create one, because since it is a revenue related account, which one is available? Let's see. We have not created. Let me create that one. Let me create one. Okay, not created. It's a PNL account. It's a revenue, sorry, it's a revenue related. Okay, then I'll put it here is the cash discount. Cash discount received. Okay, line item display, sort key 001, then 001, then save it. Now go to transaction code. Okay, the next one is that we need to accounts for cash discount. Okay, then /n OBXU is the transaction code. Now give the chart of accounts, then save it. Now specify the GL account which you have created. This is for the cash discount. See the cash discount. Okay, then save it. Because without this configuration, the system does not post the separate line item here. Okay, now enter, change the difference of the payment. Let's see here, then process open items, simulate it. The system is not calculating. Let's come from the beginning. Put it the straight forward the amount. Vendor payment. This one. Then cash discount here it is there. Okay, now if you can see here, but I do not want to do all these things. System should calculate the, okay, system should calculate automatically. Okay, then the amount, let me enter the amount here. Let me enter, because what I am eligible here, let me go here. See now within, okay, so now why system is not calculating any discount here? Okay, see here for my payment, the payment when I am doing is a, okay, today is the 3rd of June. Okay, so 3rd of June in the sense, but as per my instructions, what I have given, the document date when we have posted, the document date we have posted is the 1st of May. 1st of May, the conditions what I have specified, if I make the payment within 30 days, then only I can get 3% discount to the minimum. But I am making payment today is the 3rd of June. So I am not eligible for the discount. That is the reason system is not calculating any discount amount here. You can see here, system is not calculating because the document date and posting date is the 3rd of June. Okay, that is the reason system is not calculating. Let us try /n Then here I'll do the payment 14th of May. Let's see what system will say. 14th of May. This remember within 15 days of the time. The payment term I have given instruction within 15 days I am eligible to 5% of the discount amount. Let's see whether the system will calculate or not. Vendor payment 3. Okay, baseline date. Now the error is not appearing. Now let's see here. Now you can see here. I do not want to go this one. Okay, I'll just I will just deactivate. Okay, now this line item only. Now you can see here the percentage of the amount here 4,75,000 rupees, which we are making payment. Not assigned amount is 25,000 rupees. Okay, so just go here, change difference, just 4,75,000. Specify here. Why 4,75,000 only? Because the system is calculating the discount amount is a 5% here. You can see here cash discount 5%. 5 into 5 is a 25,000 rupees. Then go to document, simulate it. Now you can see here which we are making payment to the vendor only 4,75,000 rupees only. But now the total invoice amount is a 5 lakhs rupees. Then we are getting discount is at 25,000 rupees. This is the revenue for us. So which we want to show that discount amount into separate line item. Okay. Now let me post this document here. This is how we need to post. If you go and see the vendor line item level /n FBL1N. So now the system, it will show as a separate line item. Okay, I'll remove this date because why system is not showing that one. Okay, that day there are many line items are there. Okay, oh sorry, we have already cleared the line item, all the line items. Then for 5 lakhs, this is the line item what we have posted. If you go inside of this one, then you can able to see the 3 line items. This is the from the bank we have made payment 4,75,000 rupees. This is the discount amount. This is the invoice amount. Okay, now tomorrow we'll see that one. Okay, not tomorrow, Monday we'll see that one. The installment terms of payment, how it will work. Okay, then we'll see that one. The installment payment